It's not like I had shit on myself, but just the act of itself made me feel mucky.
Fair enough. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Brandon, and back again with me this week are my two big boys, Jeremy and Damyon. They had so much fun on the last episode that they decided they wanted to do this regularly. So from now on, I think we're going to try to do like 2 episodes a week, one with the old boys, Weaver and Zach, and then one with Jeremy and Damyon. So it'll be a little more for me to edit, and I'm very fucking lazy, so we'll see how well I stick to 2 episodes a week.
Yeah, big fucking loser.
Yeah.
You had nothing better to do than just edit podcasts.
Hey, man. Clicking on audio is hard. Yeah, so we figured we'd hang out again this week and fucking talk about some cool shit, because as Damyon mentioned last time he was on, and as I've mentioned before, we're pretty big fans of comic books, and Jeremy at least has an idea of what a comic book is, so we figured
I've held one before.
There we go. See? Moving on up in the world. So we figured we'd sit around and fucking talk about some cool comic book shit, and just have a ball with it, man. So,
Are we going to start right with a question, or are we just going to bool around for a bit?
I mean, I was just going to ask, how your week has been since last we saw you.
Oh. Shall I go first?
If you like.
Sure, I will go first. School is what takes up most of my time. That is no surprise.
Dork.
I have classes from 9 till 9.
Wow, why would you ever do that?
Yeah, that's why I'm not at work other than the 2 days a week I work. Is because I'm always in fucking school, and that's why I never come in for shifts when they ask me to, because I'm like, no, I can't, and I don't want to. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand that. I've had a few times where it's been like, oh, I've been in class all day, and then they're like, hey, do you want to help close tonight? And I'm like, no. But yeah, no.
Today, Joel texted me asking me if I could come into work. I could have. I very well could have for a couple of hours, but god damn it if I was going to put on real pants.
Ooh, he's going to be upset when he listens to this one. I also told Joel about the podcast.
He's a bitch.
Yeah.
Joel, you bitch.
Hi, Joel. Yeah, no, it's just like, it's one of those things where like, especially if you're already in that mode, like, of just fucking chilling and relaxing, even if you have nothing else going on, you're already like, yeah, I don't want to get up and do things.
Like, I've set aside time to specifically do nothing. I'm not going to fill it up with surrounding myself with people I don't really enjoy being around.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, Damyon and I are already gone, so what's the fucking point?
Yeah, who works nights anymore?
I don't know, some fucking nerds.
Fucking nerds.
I genuinely don't know. Yeah, no.
Nerds.
Have you met Faith?
No.
Yeah.
I have not.
4'8".
Yeah, she's legitimately like 4'8".
Oh wow, wow. I think she's the short champion now, because before it was the one front of house girl that was like 5 foot. Damn. That's
I want to
crazy.
see Aaron, who's 6'7", and Faith, who's 4'9".
Oh my god.
Both up front.
Just side by side.
Apparently she's like 40 something though.
Really?
No, she's 18. What the fuck?
What?
Yeah, black don't crack, I guess, but
Oh my god. Jesus. That's okay. I mean, I'd have to meet her to really determine, because I'm usually pretty good with ages. Like, that's the one thing I'm pretty decent at guessing.
I'm terrible at guessing ages.
Granted, Damyon,
Is that why you think she's 40?
Yeah, it could be. I was going to say, Damyon, you threw me for a loop when you said that we were the same age. I definitely did not think that was true.
Older.
How old?
Um.
Oh well, you have a good head on your shoulders. Not saying Brandon doesn't.
Yeah, you're not a fucking lazy idiot like me. You actually, have responsibilities and can handle them like an adult. No, I mean, I probably thought you were like, I don't know, 25, 26.
Oh, I mean, that's not too far off.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, you just seem like you had your shit together already.
Yeah, an extra year
And
of
that
experience.
intimidates me.
You're already out of school. Well, never mind. Who am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Fucking Logan's out of school.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But otherwise, I'm usually pretty good with ages.
Okay.
I thought I was. Then my last girlfriend told me her real age. Oh, that ended real quick.
12.
I thought it was weird that her mom had to keep on driving her to our dates, but.
You mean it wasn't all the DUIs?
Oh, Jesus. I was taking a drink. Fuck you.
As a joke, when people asked me if I voted, I said, "Nah, convicted felon."
Jesus Christ. I mean, what do you say you're convicted for?
Things.
Crimes.
Convictions. I'm a bad, bad man.
I've been a bad boy.
Oh, please don't.
Is that bad that I genuinely don't remember what I'm quoting there?
You sound like the dude from Family Guy, like the really Jewish one.
No, that's like, oh my god. Yeah, that does sound like him, but it's definitely like, holy shit, that's gonna bug me. I have no idea what the fuck I just quoted there.
Oh, I say glasses because of Cartman's cousin.
He fucks up my glasses. Yeah, it's Kyle's cousin. It's Kyle's cousin Kyle.
Oh, it's Kyle's? Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's Jewish.
Yeah, as I say, he's very stereotypically Jewish. Oh my god, that's gonna fucking bug the shit out of me now, because I that quote came out of nowhere, and I have no idea what I just quoted. What?
Are you sure you didn't make it up? Are you sure it's from something?
I swear to God, I saw it in something before. Hold on, I have to look this up now.
I love when you rip a mean joke with the friends, and then someone's like, "Oh, what's that from?" Because it's so funny, and you're like, "Me, son, I'm that funny."
Oh God,
ain't no.
That never happens to you.
Wow, that was okay. So you guys were close with the South Park thing, because the character was actually voiced by Trey Parker, but it was a fucking Despicable Me 3 quote. It was his character. I don't know.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, dude, I don't know where that was. Like a deep cut that was buried in my fucking brain. It just like unleashed itself. All that. Okay. Anyway, so Damyon, how was your week?
I was good. Twos since the last podcast.
Yeah.
I had one like an hour ago. It fucking hurts.
Solid. They usually do.
I've worked every day since then.
Jesus Christ.
I found a fucking lighter buried in the snow, and I picked it up and I tried it out, and it shot flame out like 6 inches.
So it was a crack lighter, is what you're saying?
God, it's like a flamethrower. It has the little shruggy emoticon guy, you know?
Sure.
It's like, I don't care if you burn yourself.
Yeah, this thing's like, I don't know. Sorry, that was random. Sorry. What were you saying right before that?
Oh, Damyon was just describing how his life is suffering, and he's worked every day since the last podcast.
Oh, God.
Lots of money, though.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, you're going on vacation soon, though, so...
Lots of money to pay for more tattoos.
There you go.
See, now you understand.
How much were those, the 2 Omegas?
160 each.
Holy shit!
Wow, I am in pain just hearing that.
Good God, yeah. Holy fuck.
That's not too bad.
I mean, tattoo-wise, yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, no.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
So is it that that whole fucking thing that some people say where it like becomes an addiction after a little bit? Is that true for you?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I don't feel addicted.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel like, though, like, it's one of those things where you're like, shit, I want more. I have so many more ideas.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
But I feel like that's how it is for most things that people consider art, where if like you hang one painting, you don't just want one painting, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Fill your house up with paintings. Or paint more than one wall in a house, you know what I mean?
Right. That's fair.
That was actually a really good metaphor.
Yeah, wow, that was actually really fucking... It was pretty deep, damn.
That was the one normal thing about this podcast. Everything else is just shit posting.
Pretty much.
With words.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking... Oh, goddamn, what was I gonna say? I've definitely, like, considered getting them, but fucking... I have no tolerance for pain whatsoever. I would fucking scream like a baby.
They're not... they don't hurt that bad.
Yeah, like...
Okay.
Like, you're not gonna... I feel like you'd be okay. Something small.
Mm-hmm. What if I got a tattoo of, like... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, if I could afford it, I'd be covered in tattoos. Like, I remember right when I started working there, I was, like, covered in Sharpies all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I always thought, like, the first time I met you, I'm like, oh, this guy's kind of weird. And then the next time I saw you, you were covered, like, full 2 sleeves in, like, black ink. And I'm like, you just fucking get 2 sleeves overnight? And you're like, no, I just draw myself when I'm bored. I was like, holy shit, you scared me. That's a lot.
Damn.
That's what it'd be, though. I would, like, not be able to look at my arm and just see, like, one little thing. I'd be like, nah, fucking cover it, son.
God damn.
So I'd love to do those things where it's like, if you can sit in a chair for as long as you can, like, people will continue to tattoo you. Like, at conventions, that's a thing. Like, tattoo conventions, like, it's as long as you can sit in one chair, people will keep on coming up and adding shit onto you.
Shit, I've never heard of that.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, and I would just be able to sit there for, like, 9 hours and just be covered at the end of it.
Yes, draw on me.
Probably wouldn't get to choose what you wanted, though. I'm assuming. I don't know. Would you?
I mean, I would sure hope that I'd be able to give them some direction.
Just wieners all over you. Just fucking hyper realistic
everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, so I look like a fucking freight car.
Just all kinds of graffiti. Damn. Oh shit. Wow, I'm drawing a lot of blanks today. My brain is just shut off for some reason. Well, hey, you know what? I'm glad that you had a good time getting your tattoos, and I'm sorry that you worked every day.
That's all right. Paid for the tattoo.
There you go. Mr. fucking big money, big responsibility.
Hey, big lobster.
Oh yeah.
Well, then
is that a superhero?
Big Lobster.
Big Lobster.
I hope. Dude, that's fucking cool. I guess really, as far as my week goes, all I have to say is that podcast now going up on Spotify, as the people listening probably already know. But that was an exciting thing to get going, because like I've wanted to branch out from YouTube like for a while as far as the podcast goes, and it was like Monday last week, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna go and see how I can do this. So we're being like hosted on it's the website Podbean. They essentially give you like your own page for your podcast and shit like that, and then you can go from there, and it'll like take it like I guess it's through like your RSS feed or whatever the fuck that is. It takes it right from that Podbean website and then just uploads it to Spotify automatically. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so everybody listen to the podcast on Spotify. Don't fucking listen to it on YouTube, because we can get paid better from Spotify.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And you know I'm all about the money, and oh my god, you found Lobster Lad? What the fuck is that nonsense?
Lobster Lad.
Why is he like folded in half? What the fuck?
It's a Lobster Lad.
That's disturbing.
I couldn't find Big Lobster, but there's a Lobster Lad.
That is genuinely disturbing.
I kind of like how, like, ooh.
He looks like just a human version of
claws.
that. Yeah, he looks like a human version of that fucking Pokemon Krabby.
It does. It does.
Yeah, because
can you imagine if Pokemon had human faces, though?
Oh god. Ew. Fucking yikes.
Oh.
Well, all right. I guess with that, then we can transition. Haha. I words. Can get into our first big question of the day, and so like, I mean, I know there's a bunch of different fucking comic book publishers and stuff like that, like Dark Horse and Image Comics and shit like that, but. I mean, at the end of the day, what everybody's going to want to talk about is fucking Marvel or DC. So, first big question is, are you a Marvel boy or a DC boy? And why?
I'll go first this time since Jeremy went first last time.
All right, go ahead.
Two sides to this coin. I love Marvel heroes. I think they're fucking crazy. I love Marvel's universe as a whole. Just like the uber powerful, just like the Cosmics and the Beyonders and the Living Tribunal and Eternity and the Chaos King, just like the shit that destroys multiple universes, I think is just mind-boggling. I love it. But DC's villains are written so well that you can't just outright say Marvel's better, because shit like the Joker and Reverse Flash are just fucking crazy, or whatever the Black Planet for the Black Lantern rings. Necro,
I think is his name. It was Necro, and then Black Hand was the guy that was giving him out.
Yeah, just like you can't just not talk about how well written DC villains are. So, on that note, I think Marvel is ultimately better. It catches my eye more because I like reading shit about like Doctor Doom, who's just fucking the most powerful sorcerer that ever existed. Mm-hmm. Or fucking the Marquis of Death, who just fucking goes through different multiverses, destroying fucking everything. Or the Beyonders, who fucking end up taking down a part of the Living Tribunal at one point. It's just fucking crazy.
Yeah, I do think Marvel definitely has a lot better, like, of that cosmic sense, like the much bigger scale shit. I really think they have that like way down pat. Not that their like street level stuff isn't good, because I mean they do have shit like Daredevil and all of his rogues and shit like that that's fucking fantastic, but I definitely think that DC does nail, at least like Marvel gets the villains that are like evil for the sake of being evil, like it's just I'm gonna destroy the world, fuck you. But DC, like, I think they do a lot better with like fleshing out their villains a little more.
Yeah totally. And then yeah, I think that's all I have to say on that.
All right.
Gas King. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, do you want to talk about him now, or do you want to save him for later?
At one point. Like, would he come up naturally?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah, we'll wait on it, though. But let's crack a cold one for the boys.
Oh, hell yeah, brother. It's fucking Miller time, dude.
I have a fucking bowl of cold soup next to me. That's the only thing keeping me company.
It's depressing. I have a Gatorade and fucking adult chocolate milk in my fridge. That's fucking disgusting.
Adult
what makes it
milk?
adult? Is it like
there's alcohol in it? Yeah.
It's grown.
That sounds awful.
It tastes okay going down, but then the aftertaste just is ugh.
I was thinking earlier, what would Fireball and apple juice taste like? Like, would it like be like a cinnamon apple?
Actually,
I don't know.
I'd drink it. I'd try it.
I've had like, okay, do you say caramel or caramel?
Caramel.
Both. I don't know. It depends.
Usually.
Okay, I change it too. So I had a spoonful of that substance, and then you drink Crown Royal Apple, and it's like you take the spoonful of sugar, and then you drink the shot, and then you swallow it all, and it's so fucking good. It tastes like a caramel apple.
Sounds like diabetes, but all right, I'd try it too. Yeah, it sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sounds like it's gonna clog my arteries and fucking give me a heart attack.
I mean, aren't they already clogged though? So
probably,
it'll cancel each other out.
Yeah, exactly. It'll reopen them.
to reopen them and then shut them.
Yeah, it's just
it wants the satisfaction.
That's where the whole pleasure comes from. It's just your arteries are finally fucking open and your blood can flow normally. And then it just shuts completely.
What's that like?
Hell if I know. I've been fat most of my life, so...
I'm a fucking Chad.
Well, how about you shut up, bitch?
Got him.
Ooh. Alright, Jeremy, are you a Marvel or a DC boy?
See, Damien and I were talking about it a little bit yesterday, and I do like the extended stuff. I agreed with him on that Marvel has, but then I like DC too. It's not quite 50-50. I'd say it's like 60-40 Marvel. Because I do... And I read the least comic books out of the three of us, so I don't know if I'm missing out on some like key thing that one of them does if the other one doesn't. But yeah, I think it's pretty much... I would do both. I like them both. I just like superheroes altogether.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's important, you know, like... Usually, like, unless you're a fucking idiot... You find things that you like in both, just because, I mean, they've got a lot of talented people that often bounce back and forth between the companies that, you know, do a lot of work for both of them.
I see it as just expressions of art, either way.
Absolutely.
But I hate those people who are just righteously one or the other. Like, you wouldn't even pick up a Marvel book if you're a diehard DC fan. I don't get that.
Fucking fandoms, man. Hate them.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking fandoms.
It all ties back to people being dumb. Well, damn. I guess I'm a little bit in the minority then, because I gotta say I prefer DC. Because like I did largely grow up on both. Because like my stepdad had a lot of like Marvel comics, and he was really into all that shit. And then my dad was actually into more of the DC comics, so I got like exposed to both growing up. But I think I just kind of gravitated more towards DC, just because of like how. Like I'm a sucker for just really well-written characters and just like villains with just really good motivations. And I mean, I'll talk about it later, because obviously one of the questions we're gonna do is probably like favorite villain, and I'll talk about it more later. But I do feel like DC really like hits the mark way more often than Marvel on villains, with like villains that are like sometimes their motivations are arguably better than the heroes. Which, I mean, again, fucking favorite kind of villain. Like I live for the gray areas that people write and shit like that, and it's that kind of shit really is what gets me. Again, I do enjoy a lot of what Marvel has to offer, and I think they have a lot of cool shit. And it really makes me sad that fucking Disney hasn't just bought all media yet, because they can't do these certain characters justice that I want to see in the MCU, and that makes me sad. Or at least they can't yet.
Like Iron Fist.
Oh, Jesus. What a fucking botched series. Oh my god.
It makes me sad. It really does.
It's genuinely depressing, because he has so much potential. And like I can't remember which one of you I was talking to about it. I think it was Damien, but like at one point in the series they show Danny, like in the first season, they show him like a video of other Iron Fists like fucking bouncing off trees and like using their cool energy fists and shit like that, and like whooping each other's asses. And it's like, oh cool, so like that's what he can do, like that's his potential. And then just like never reaches it. Like I understand it's an origin story and he's got to like, you know, work to get there, but like come the fuck on, give me something.
Yeah, it's Iron Fist in the comics is so fucking good. I love reading his comics, but the show is so fucking bad. I could not even finish the first season.
I didn't even attempt to watch it. I was late on the uptake. I didn't watch it from the start. I just heard it was ass, so I never started it.
Good call.
I loved Arrow. Like
Arrow wasn't bad. I actually liked Arrow too. You got a little
balls deep in that for a while, and then they just I don't know what season they're on right now, and I just kind of lost interest.
I actually still haven't watched any of the DC like CW shows or anything like that.
I would recommend Gotham. I feel like DC does their TV shows a lot better than Marvel does, personally.
Yeah.
Arrow, Flash are decent, not great, but Gotham, I fucking love Gotham. It's a great show.
How do you feel about the Marvel versus the DC movie?
It's hard to say that Marvel movies are just strictly better because they almost are, but I love like almost every Batman movie that's ever been made.
Well,
like I love Batman movies. If they didn't have that, it wouldn't even be close. It'd be Marvel 100%.
I love Man of Steel.
Okay,
personally.
So when we say like Marvel or DC movies, are we counting like the MCU and then just like what they've done to make a cohesive universe with the DC EU like so far, or are we counting shit like the Dark Knight series, like Batman Begins and all that?
I think we can
count it.
Okay.
I was gonna say we keep it out because everyone knows that's good.
Okay, because I was gonna say.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're comparing Marvel to DC, you got to look at everything, right?
I suppose.
Well, then I would say Marvel easily hands DC their ass in TV shows because Daredevil and Punisher are fucking fantastic. Genuinely,
they're good. I think DC is still better in TV shows.
I don't know,
because just comparing it, like if you go through the entire scale, you have shit like Iron Fist, Jessica Jones. It's good, but I'd say it's below average, even though it's still good. Fucking Luke Cage, he was decent. I'd give it like a 5 out of 10. It wasn't that good. Like it got canceled for a reason.
I mean,
it was compelling, yeah, but
I don't know, man.
What about even the Teen Titans, like the old cartoon, not the newer one?
Oh Jesus! I mean, I think the animated stuff, those are two different worlds entirely. Which, I mean, I would have to give it to DC easily, just because Batman the animated series
Justice
is a
League.
fucking
Justice League. Easy.
Well, that too. I mean, Justice League was fantastic, but like Batman the animated series really laid the foundation for how good the whole DC animated universe was gonna be. Like, the amount of fucking genius that came out of that show in every regard, like from the animation down to the fucking like the writing. I don't know.
That's the one Mark Hamill voiced Joker for, right?
He's the only Joker as far as I'm concerned. Like, I'm a disgusting, stinky Mark Hamill fanboy. Like, I will swear by him as the Joker until I fucking die. Like, I don't think
stinky boy.
I don't think anybody else has really been able to capture like the whole essence of the character, because like he's able to be funny, but also like that fucking unhinged and like menacing psychopath at the same time. Like, he's genuinely fucking crazy, but like he also gets the more comedic elements of it, which I think a lot of portrayals of the Joker struggle with that. Like, Jack Nicholson was okay, he was decent. I think Heath Ledger honestly left a lot to be desired in his portrayal of the Joker. Oh, Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight.
I don't know. I haven't seen
Rest in peace.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was. Dude was a great actor, and I just think that I don't know, something about his, and maybe it's just like it was different for the universe, but like I don't know, something about the way Nolan did his villains, like with the Joker and Bane, just really rubbed me the wrong way.
Oh, I love Bane in Rises.
I just like.
Maybe it's just because I have a boner for Tom Hardy. I'm not sure.
Well, and I think it's another case of great actor, just like really weird direction on how to like do the character. Like, I don't know, they took it in a weird direction. Like, I mean, everybody's made fucking jokes about the Bane voice, and I don't know, the whole "you're a big guy for you" meme is one of my favorites. But yeah, I just like
I thought it was cool. The second I heard his voice, I was erect.
Fuck you, Batman. You're a little bitch. But yeah, like I don't know. Fuck. I'm going off on a fucking tangent. Jesus. What was the initial point? It was something about DC shows and movies versus Marvel.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, we were just comparing the two.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think as far as like big budget movies, I think I would have to give it to Marvel, just because, again, with my personal gripes towards DC's films, like with the Nolan Batman movies, and then I don't know, Justice League was disappointing, and Suicide Squad was a fucking abomination.
Yeah, I like Man of Steel.
Man of Steel was good. I enjoyed that one.
Batman versus Superman. Some parts were awesome.
I fell asleep during that like some parts. Several times. Really? Yeah, I couldn't stay awake through it.
Yeah, I
Holy
liked
shit.
it.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
I love the very beginning when it shows Batman's like origin story and it's just music and like slow motion. That's a beautiful scene.
Yeah, that's true. It helps that his origin story is probably the most well-known, maybe besides like Superman, where he's just a fucking baby that lives in Kansas. But like,
I'd say Spider-Man 2 is up there.
Yeah, that's true. Fucking spider bites. Ugh, fucking hate spiders, man.
Are we gonna talk about least favorite heroes / villains?
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be favorite and least favorite hero, then favorite and least favorite villain.
I'll bet. Okay.
But, yeah, no, I maybe I need to just give it another try. But yeah, I couldn't stay awake through Batman versus Superman. I will say Aquaman looks promising. I do like where they're going with that so far. I'm definitely excited to see that one.
I'm excited for Aquaman. That one looks pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm, and I think also Shazam probably might be pretty good.
I see Jimmy Fallon. That's all I see.
Oh, yeah, he does look like a lot like Jimmy Fallon.
The dude looks just like him.
I haven't seen any. When is Shazam coming?
I think it's sometime next year.
Oh,
actually, I think it's around the time that Captain Marvel's supposed to come out, which is ironic.
Given Marvel and Captain Marvel. Fuck
yeah,
it.
I was gonna say, given that Shazam was originally named Captain Marvel. That's funny. I didn't think about that actually. I think it's like March, and then Captain Marvel's in like February or something.
If I don't see fucking Adam Warlock in Avengers 4, I'm gonna shit myself.
Oh yeah, I'll fucking scream in the theater if it ends without Adam Warlock. I will genuinely just erupt.
If anyone would fucking make a dent in Thanos, it'd be him.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm just wondering how they're gonna end up doing it without it feeling too much of an ass pull, I guess.
I was doing another one of those things where I look on Instagram and I see theories and I just can't help them because I'm a fucking idiot. But one of them was a quote by some, I can't even remember who it was, but it was like, oh yeah, Avengers 4 may be set, several years after the snap and with a whole new villain. So I don't know what to expect.
I mean, it's possible, but I doubt it.
That just sounds weird. Like, you would think they'd, try and fix the whole, hey, he just killed half the universe thing right away.
Well, sure, but how far would you get on that? Kind of get tired of that. So, hey, you know what? Traffic is better.
Man,
no
lines
more
are
rush hour.
Yeah.
Didn't finally go to Disney World without seeing so many fucking fat people around there.
He should have just targeted fat people.
I didn't expect to get so physically attacked today, so thanks for that.
Same, though.
Not physically attacked, but like physically attacked.
They're personally attacked.
There you go.
I feel persecuted in my own house, and I am not comfortable with this.
That's sad. Us thick bitches gotta rise up, Damien.
Yeah.
Rise up out of the good spot on the couch.
That we've made a fucking indent with.
Fuck, I was drinking and spit all over my computer.
The spot that we fucking indented on the couch. Oh, shit. I mean, hey, we're the kind of guys that fucking debate comic books on the internet, so...
My favorite comic book is Spider-Man.
I want Captain Marvel. I like it when Superman uses his big blast. Did you guys ever see that? I think it was in New 52, or maybe it was one of the Rebirth ones. They literally just gave his one new ability was just fucking huge laser heat vision.
I like that.
Like, he just fucking...
Oh, that's fun.
Like, he was almost Cyclops. It was to that point. Like, he just fucking lasers out of his face.
It's not like Darkseid, where it's like the lasers that fucking hit me and just go fucking crazy.
No. It was like...
Was it that, or was it like...
No, it was just one fucking big-ass beam. Kind of like Cyclops.
Okay. for sure.
Yeah, that was like his one. He could like use it once every so often, then he had to like recharge it or something like that.
Wait, so he couldn't use his normal heat vision? He just got like a super heat vision?
I think it was like his fucking super move with his heat vision. Like if it was a fighting
his
game.
Final smash.
Yeah, it was like his level 3 super in a fighting
Ultra.
game. Yeah, it was his ultimate.
Press R, you fuck.
You can see the little indicator above his head. Batman's getting the shit kicked out of him by fucking Darkseid, and he's like, I know you can use it, goddammit!
I can see your goddamn health bar.
I know you have it ready! Oh, shit. Well, alright. I mean, I guess we've discussed pretty well the merits of both DC and Marvel, and where we stand as far as like which we prefer. So with that, I guess we'll get into the individual characters themselves. So we'll start here with favorite and least favorite superhero and why. You can do it in either order, it doesn't really matter.
Okay. So favorite hero is Iron Fist in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like also my least favorite is Iron Fist not in the comics. So take that. Just like understand, like when we were talking about, I get really heated about this.
Oh yeah, go off.
He is just one of like the most well-written fucking heroes, where it's almost like what's his name, Blue Beetle, where it's just some fucking guy, or Shazam was another good example, where it's just some fucking guy, and then he gets these powers, and then it's just like him learning how to fucking learn with deal with the consequences of having these powers and choosing to do good, even though he doesn't necessarily have to, just because it's like a fucking kid that's like growing with these powers and like being raised by these fucking all-powerful beings. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like you go into the comics and he's just this like fucking idiot asshole that has like no idea what's going on. The people that are like training him have no fucking idea what's going on, even though they're supposed to be like this fucking order that's fucking crazy powerful. You know what I mean? And his powers are fucking.
No idea what's going on.
No, in like the show, like they really have no idea what's going on. But his power is also pretty fucking badass. Where he's basically just a karate master. I actually don't know what he uses to fight. Taekwondo, maybe karate.
I'm
probably several things. I'd like to think that he doesn't know just one.
Maybe, but he's a fucking kung fu master, whatever it is. I don't know. But then he also has these fucking cosmic fighting fist powers, and I just think it's super badass.
Oh yeah, no, he knows a fucking bunch. As per the comics, he knows all the martial arts of Kunlun and most of the martial arts of Earth. So yeah, pretty much like all of them.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect. Just the fucking MMA, mixed martial arts. He's just a fucking badass. Not only is he one of the best fighters, like hand to hand in the fucking universe, he has these fucking cosmic fists that can just like tear people apart.
So he's see, I didn't read any Iron Fist comics, but he's a pretty smaller scale superhero, kind of like his villains aren't celestial beings, like they're people similar to him, right?
Sometimes there are some fucking crazy villains he faces up against. Let me think.
I will say it's kind of weird that they try to make him more street level in the TV show. Like they try to put him on the same level as like Daredevil. It's just strange.
Yeah, that's why I think. I mean, of him that way.
I mean, they do have similar.
There is this
villains. There's an overlap, but.
True, but there is this this line of comic, I don't know if it's canon, where he takes over for Daredevil and like pretends to be him for like a while. I think it's during Civil War. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it's during Civil War. He goes and he pretends to be him and just fucking keeps the streets clean for him.
Nice.
And it's like a super badass comic, because just imagine Daredevil, except he has fucking cosmic fists. It's like the same fighting, just like fucking punching people into fucking walls. Like it's insane.
Oh yeah, no, that is, yeah, you were right. It is during Civil War. I actually just looked it up. It was, during Civil War, he opposes the Human Registration Act, joining Captain America while still pretending to be Daredevil. Damn.
Yeah, no, it's probably in like my top 10 like comics of him personally, not like top 10 ever, because there's so many fucking badass comics like Secret Wars. That's pretty fucking high up there for me. But it's like really fucking good. Like it's worth read. I'd recommend it personally.
Oh wow, that's actually kind of strange because like, man, that I don't know if that like makes it better, or if that almost cheapens the moment in Civil War where he's getting arrested and taken to that big fucking interdimensional prison that Iron Man has, and he hides the piece of silver under his tongue and gives it to Tony on the way in. Tony's like, what the fuck is this? He's like, it's your 30th piece of silver, Judas, or something like that. Because, like, the whole reference makes a lot of sense for Daredevil, since Daredevil's, like, a fucking huge Catholic. But, like, now remembering that was Iron Fist, I was like, okay, wait, does that make it better? Or does that... I don't know how I feel about that. I guess it fits to hold up the illusion that he is Daredevil.
What a fucking balling out statement.
But yeah, no, Iron Fist is definitely pretty fucking cool. Big fan. I need to read more Iron Fist, honestly. I want to read a lot more of just Heroes for Hire in general with him and Luke Cage.
Yeah.
I just need to read more fucking comics. Fuck.
I mean, yeah. But...
I have a couple I can give to you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So check out.
I would be down. All right. Well then, Jeremy, who is your favorite and least favorite hero?
I don't know if I have a straight up favorite. I'm a big fan of Superman. Not even... I don't know what it is about him. I just like his whole kit. I like the things that he does.
I
don't like how he's like... passive, bulletproof. No, but I was thinking about this earlier because you gave me kind of a rundown of what the questions would be for this. And I was realizing that I like a lot of Chad characters.
I mean, it makes sense, right? If you're a Chad, you like a Chad?
Yeah, I like Superman, I like Hyperion, I like fucking just people who are strong. Like, Damyon, you were telling me that you like, I won't ruin anything, but you like the people who are kind of strong through powers and abilities and stuff, and I like the people who are strong just like physically.
Oh, yeah.
Just big muscle boys.
Yeah, except I don't like the Hulk. There's one person I don't know why. He's just too
weird.
That's because that's his only thing. It was like, oh, I can't die. I just get angry.
Hulk is pretty fucking cool sometimes, though.
I know. I'm sure there's so many comics and stuff that I'm missing out on. Like, I would love to see him because I've only seen him in the movies and like a few animated shows. But like, yeah, he's just like big and dumb, and I'd love to see the ones like, oh, Damyon, you were telling me one. Oh, Black Bolt is another one of my favorite superheroes.
Oh yeah, Black Bolt's cool.
Just as he fucking yells at people and blows planets apart. But Damyon, you were telling me about how Planet Hulk or World War Hulk or
World Breaker. Yeah, World Breaker Hulk.
Yeah, he sees Black Bolt on the moon and then slaps the shit out of him.
Yeah, he just fucking destroys them. Black Bolt, the person that has like the power to like fucking destroy planets with his voice, he screams at the Hulk and the Hulk just fucking bitch slaps him to death. Like instantly. It's fucking crazy.
I looked that up. Actually, that was a scroll for Black Bolt.
Oh, damn. So that was during the whole Secret Invasion thing.
Yeah, World War Hulk and Secret Invasion. Like, I have the page up right now, but still, he knocked the Hulk back at first. This scroll, then just slapped the shit out of it.
Yeah. I think my favorite version of Hulk is either Gray Hulk or like Mr. Fix-It, or fucking Hulk whenever it's like Banner's mind but Hulk's body. So he's like a super genius, but he's also just fucking jacked.
Yeah, that is actually pretty cool. It doesn't happen very often, so
yeah, there was
it's interesting when it does.
You go ahead, Brandon.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, there's a few really good runs where that happens, and like you do see that good, like I want to say like disparity or like you see the difference between like Bruce Banner, who's like, you know, calculating, like scientist, you know, civilized and shit like that, and then how he has to battle with like whenever he gets in a fight, like the inner savagery that like leads to the Hulk. Because I mean, the Hulk is his inner anger just personified. I mean, it's the whole Jekyll and Hyde scenario, but like you get that kind of neat struggle with like his trying to stay like cool and, you know, collected, but then the times where he just goes ape shit, it's so satisfying.
Also, Black Bolt's real name, fucking Blackagar Boltagon. Jesus Christ.
Is that actually his name?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Blackagar Boltagon.
Yeah, I like the Inhumans are all right, but I don't know. They feel like discount X-Men to me.
That's true.
Just because it's hey guys, we're totally not mutants.
I mean, when Project M happens and Scarlet Witch fucking destroys
House of
90.
M.
What did I say?
Project M, like the fucking brawl mod that made it more like Melee.
No, House of M. Yeah, where Scarlet Witch fucking
when Wolverine challenges Magneto to Super Smash Brothers.
But after that,
yep,
the Inhumans are still around. So technically, yeah, they're not mutants.
Well, yeah, but it felt like, at least it feels like recently they've been using them as a stand-in for the X-Men, because I know in order to help kind of starve out Fox and give them less, like, get them to start losing money on X-Men properties, Marvel did a lot to, like, really push the X-Men into the shadows. Like, they had a big war with the Inhumans where a lot of X-Men got killed off, and I think they canceled, like, Fantastic Four and X-Men for a little while. So it just felt like, to me, for a little while, they were just being like, hey, look at these Inhumans. That doesn't mean mutant,
there
right?
was an Inhumans movie supposed to be made this year.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a TV show,
really?
I think, and everybody thought it was fucking
TV
garbage.
Show.
Yeah, there was a whole controversy about that.
They can't introduce something like that right now with fucking Infinity War. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember there was.
They could.
There's a whole big controversy about that, and I think a lot of people were like kind of upset with how it turned out, and a lot of people didn't like it.
The Inhumans one.
Yeah, because I think they showed like the first episode somewhere, or they like released it on like Hulu or something, and everybody just fucking hated it, or at least like a vast majority of people.
That sucks.
Yeah, they were
Who
like.
did it feature?
Oh Christ, I gotta look it up.
Yeah, I like Chad People. Big fan of Superman. Hyperion.
Oh yeah,
just those type of.
It only ran for 8 episodes.
Oh Jesus!
And the thing debuted in 2017 on live action television series to debut in IMAX.
How did I not hear about this?
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't. Inhumans.
But yeah, here I wanna reception.
Okay, just the thumbnail for this trailer looks like dog shit, so I'm not even getting.
Reported a 10% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oof.
Holy shit!
That's rough.
Average 3.43 out of 10 based on 42 reviews. Website's consensus states Marvel's Inhumans sets a new low standard for the MCU with an unimaginative narrative, dull design work, weak characters, and disengaging soapy melodrama. Yeah.
Yeah, it's featuring fucking Black Bolt, Medusa, Karnak, Gorgon, Crystal.
Yeah, I mean, it had all like the actual, the characters you needed, but yeah, apparently the show was just garbage.
I also forgot to mention Thor. Thor's another one of my people.
Thor is
my
pretty
favorite
badass.
adventure. But I like Beta Ray Bill too.
Fucking Beta Ray Bill, dude. I love him.
I'm so surprised you know who that is for someone that doesn't read comics. How the fuck do you know who that is?
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how I got it. I just sit. I'm doing it right now. I sit on my computer and just scroll through wikis and like, oh, that name sounds that. Like the first Firmament Beta Ray Bill, fucking Rune King Thor.
Mm-hmm.
God King Doom. Oh, big fucking fan of God King Doom.
Don't know who that is, no. Is that Dr. Doom?
Him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
then
Dr. Doom, but later.
Yeah,
that might come up in mine, actually.
That definitely will come up in mine.
Sure.
I swear
There you go.
Oh, wait.
I mean, my favorite villain's a 4-way tie, so I physically cannot choose between these four. Like, it's just.
Did I say who my least favorite hero is?
I don't think so, actually.
Not a big fan of Spider-Man.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it is about him. Like, I thought all the movies were good. Like, they were all enjoyable. All three people were enjoyable. I've played the games. I've seen the comics. I know that, like, Spider-Man's really not real power, but, like, he's known for kind of who he is as a person, right? Like, Peter Parker himself and all the other ones are just, like, I can't remember what I saw somewhere, but it was like, oh, he's worthy to do this, which not a lot of mortals are worthy of doing. Like, not Mjolnir, but something like that. Like, it was his strength of character was almost as strong as his actual physical strength. But yeah, I don't know. Spider-Man is not my thing.
Interesting. Have you ever like read any of the Spider-Man comics or anything?
Who's Miles?
Miles Morales was Ultimate Spider-Man after Ultimate Peter Parker died.
Yeah, Ultimate Spider-Man. That was really the only one I kind of liked because it wasn't. Oh, I'm just a poor boy in New York City. And I don't know. I just don't like that whole neighborhood shit. Like, I like the scale of the stuff, like Damyon was saying.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hate Spider-Man. You hate Peter Parker.
I suppose, yeah. I'm sure Spider. If he had arms, goddamn it.
There's apparently a newer Spider-Man that it's like a different universe, but it's like actually thousands of spiders pretending to be Peter Parker.
Oh my god!
It's called Spiders Man.
I want to watch it so bad. In the Spider-Verse, yeah, it looks so good.
Oh yeah, the Spider-Verse movie does look good. I really want to see that.
We should all go to that together.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We should.
Live tweet.
Yeah, live review. Fuck yeah.
Fucking Gladiator's balling too. But yeah, favorite superhero, maybe Superman.
All right, well, so I guess it's my turn. So as far as like favorite hero goes, I've been thinking about it a lot, and like, I don't know, as much as I love Batman, you know, I've always been really into like Batman was what really got me, you know, diving into comics in the first place. I think it was like when I really like, because I'd always been around, you know, comics and stuff like that when I was a kid growing up, but like whenever I played the first like Arkham game, like that's when I got like really like stupidly into Batman and started just consuming any comic related media that I could. So like he's always going to kind of have that special place for really getting me into comics and stuff. But recently, honestly, I gotta say Superman is probably my favorite overall hero. Like,
holy shit, really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
100%. I think his, like, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, I feel like the only people that don't like Superman are the people that don't understand his character or like what he's all about. You know, like, because people are like, oh, well, he has too many powers. He's too strong. He's not, you know, and like, but that's the point. The point is that he's a fucking god compared to us, like compared to just fucking lowly mortals. Yet he is somehow the most fucking average, just American dude that you will ever meet. But like, he could, again, like in stories like Injustice, where he fucking takes over, you know, the entire world and rules with an iron fist and just starts fucking killing everybody. He could do that easily any day, like any day of the week, but he doesn't. He has like such strong morals and such like a strong fucking moral center that like he strives for what's right constantly. And like, I see a lot of parallels between like him and Captain America, how they're a symbol for like what's good and truth and justice and stuff like that. And I think that whole dynamic of he's so stupidly powerful, but at the same time he's so down to earth and so average, really is cool to me.
With him being powerful too, they have an opportunity to introduce powerful characters to stand against him.
Yeah, that
like
is
Doomsday. Doomsday isn't my favorite villain, but God, is he cool.
Yeah, because like it gives you that sense of scale too, like that we were talking about that you like, Damien. Like it's that you get these fucking all powerful beings like Darkseid that he fights against, but then like at the same time he's got that like deep character arc that like I really appreciate.
Is there a specific Superman that you enjoy more than others?
What do you mean? Like as far as the different like people that have written him and the different runs?
Yeah, probably more like the different runs, like or even going into like, do you like Superboy or Superboy Prime, or I guess Superman Prime, or Superman 1,000,000, or Superman from Earth 2, where he's like older, gray-haired, his Lois Lane dies.
Yeah,
and he
dies in his arms.
Zerks out.
Oh,
yeah.
God, that was such a fucking good... Like, I think, I will say the one thing that I think DC has pretty consistently over Marvel is their big crossover events. At least in my mind, I kind of prefer a lot of the DC events, just because you get stuff like, they finally make Earth 2 happen, they restore it, and then immediately Lois dies, and Superman from Earth 2 just goes apeshit. Like, like Superboy Prime, fucking killing the Teen Titans and beating the fuck out of Connor Kent because he thinks he's the original Superboy and that Connor Kent's just an imposter. Like, it's so good. But, like, I think... So, if I were to pick, like, the quintessential Superman story that, like, really exemplifies why I like him, I would honestly have to say either All-Star Superman or Red Sun. I think Red Sun does a very good job of really... like showing the like that moral center, because like even though he was born in the USSR in this version and stuff like that, he still goes out of his way. Like so I mean it's like right in the beginning, so it's not really that big of a spoiler, but Lex orchestrates like a big missile strike on Metropolis. And even though it's the peak of the Cold War, and tensions are so high between the U.S. and the USSR and shit like that, Superman's still there to save Metropolis in an instant. And it's more about doing what's right, just in general, like broadly, rather than it is like, oh well, they're not my country, so I don't give a shit about them. It's protecting every life, no matter how small, no matter who it is, no matter what it is.
I love that scene in Batman vs Superman when he just saves a bunch of people. Like it's just a short montage of him saving
that was actually pretty cool.
Ship, and then the people from the building.
There's also a really good, I can't remember what it's from, but there's a really good panel of him. He's talking this girl down from a ledge, like she's about to kill herself, and he's telling her, he's like, you've got so much to live for. So like, even though he can do shit like fucking move the solar system, like, or hold infinity in his hand after he lifted like the Book of Infinity with Captain Marvel, like he's that stupidly strong, but like he still will take the time to talk to somebody who's in that dark of a place and like guide them out. There's no deed that like is too small, that no good deed that he won't do. And again, I think that's part of like the dynamic where it's like he's so stupidly powerful, like he'll go fucking fight interdimensional fucking demons and aliens and shit, but at the same time he's there for people when they need just somebody to talk to.
There's a it's like in Batman vs Superman, people see Superman planet powerful, and it's straight up like he was born or like he was raised on Earth, so he is like a citizen of Earth,
Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of that too like goes into why like a lot of that works to set up Lex, which, spoiler, Lex is one of my 4 favorite villains. I think a lot of that works too, because like, yeah, you see those, you see how good of a moral center and like how good of a symbol he is for everyone else, but like there's always that like nagging fear, like what if one day just something goes too far and something breaks him. That's what Lex is there to like prepare for. And I think that they have such a good relationship that really strengthens the whole story, I guess, like the whole franchise.
True.
But yeah, I don't know. I really fucking like Superman.
You could say you're a super fan.
Got him.
Oh God.
Thanks for listening to the episode, everybody. I've decided to cancel the rest of it. But yeah, I don't know. As far as like least favorite, I'd probably have to say like Iron Man, honestly.
Oh.
Just because he's really boring to me. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't like really, I don't know, experienced enough of his like best stories or his best moments, but like everything I've seen him in, he's either been just kind of boring and average, or he's just been a total fucking douchebag, like in Civil War. Barring Civil War 2, because then Captain Marvel was, I don't know why they decided to do Civil War 2. That was a whole mess of a fucking crossover event. But the original Civil War was really fucking good, and he was just kind of a piece of shit in that.
I do think I'm
honestly surprised.
How so?
He's a little bit too, I don't know, like, people like him for sarcasm, and it's like, I don't know. He could take it back a little bit. He could spend some time being a hero, which I think he's doing finally in Infinity War.
Mm-hmm. So what, Damien, you said you were surprised. What are you surprised about?
I'm just surprised that you don't like him. I mean, like, for interesting, I actually enjoy Iron Man a lot.
Mm-hmm.
In the movies, in the comics, even in the animated series, they had like Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Warriors. He was still like pretty fucking good in that. I don't know. Like just like he's like if Batman was more technologically inclined, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I think that takes away from Batman, though. I think part of the cool part about Batman is he's just a dude.
It's a bad example.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know what you mean.
So is Iron Man. He is just a dude. It's cool to have these heroes that are like, so fucking Iron Man's going up against fucking Thanos in the Infinity Gauntlet, and he's just a fucking guy. Yeah. He is just a guy. He has no special powers. I mean, and I feel like that's something important to have.
In theory, Captain America is just on roids.
That's true.
So, I mean, he's just a dude, too. And arguably much less of a douchebag.
One of my least favorite things is whenever people say, like, oh, who'd win in a fight? X versus, Batman. Oh, Batman. Oh, why is that? Because he's Batman. So, go kill yourself,
Batman
dude.
With prep time.
Yeah, I feel like that's such a fucking dumb argument. Like, oh, well, Batman can beat anyone with prep time. Like, shut up. That's not what it's about.
What's he gonna do if Superman shoots him from orbit with his goddamn eye beams?
Yeah, like Superman can fucking make his heat vision precise enough to lobotomize people by looking at them. Like, I don't think Batman can do that.
Where he throws a fucking, like, Superman could throw the moon at the Earth.
Fucking
not the way Thanos did it. Yeah, not the way Thanos did it. Like, he could actually pick it up and just toss it like a fucking wiffle ball towards his son.
just shoots the J, just a fucking basketball. Right onto Batman. Yeah, no, those.
No, I do like.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
I do like Batman, but I don't like that argument specifically.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it really came down to either Batman or Superman, and I think I don't know, more recently, Superman just edges him out. I don't know. I mean, heroes are cool and all, but I think the main reason that really anybody reads comics is for how good the villains are. So with that, we can transition into our last question. Favorite and least favorite villain?
Fuck yes. Okay, so this is the shit I get off to. My favorite villain, and I've talked about him briefly to you guys, but his name is the Chaos King. What's his like actual name? Amatsu Mikobashi. So this fucking guy, he is from Japan. So he's like one of the fucking few things that are around before the multiverse was created. I don't know if you know a lot about the multiverse, Jeremy, but what it is it starts with like the Celestials, and they choose sides. Half of them want to start creating shit. This is like before anything existed. Half of them want to start creating shit. The other half do what Eternity, or is that his name? Eternity?
Oh yeah. The
fucking
that's who the
God being.
The first firmament was. Look that dude up.
Celestial as well, right? He's one of the more evil ones, but fucking want to do anything. So what they do is they just fucking end up fighting and warring it out, and eventually just fucking them beating each other into the fucking ground creates the multiverse. Just fucking infinite possibilities of fucking whether or not they win this fight or how many people win, shit like that. And you end up, before that, there's total nothingness. And this is where fucking the Chaos King is. He thrives on just fucking the void and nothing and fear and shit like that. So the multiverse creates, and fucking light comes, and he has to hide a little bit. He's gonna gain his strength back because he gets weak when all this fucking shit comes, because he thrives on nothingness. And he becomes the god of death or the god of fear in Japan. God of evil, one of those. Hold on. Yeah, god of evil. And what he does is like his main power, and this is going back to where Jeremy says he likes fucking beefy, strong boys. His main power is he can fight. He's strong, but he can fight, and if he kills someone, he gains like their body, their knowledge, their just like everything. He brings them back at full strength, and he can control them for the rest of like eternity. Essentially, he can never die, and he just keeps bringing people back from the dead. So he goes around and he fucking wipes out every single Japanese god, because he's a Japanese god right now. He wipes out every single Japanese god until he has this fucking army of Japanese gods behind him. And what he does then is he goes to the pantheons and he destroys all the Roman gods, and then he destroys all the Greek gods, and he's just fucking collecting this army, this massive army of gods. And what he wants to do is just fucking take over the entire universe and destroy everything so he can go back to the way it originally was.
What a fucking emo kid.
Basically, he's a fucking scene kid, all right? Maybe that's why I like him so much. I don't know.
It makes sense now.
Maybe that's why I like him so much, but
damn.
Yeah. It's just fucking crazy powerful. At one point, one of the like some of the strongest heroes that ever existed, fucking Hercules. Hercules, already super strong, almost god level, is granted the power of a god. He becomes God Hercules, one of the strongest, I guess, humanoid figures that has ever existed in the Marvel universe. Just fucking crazy powerful, like stronger than Superman, I'd say. Just fucking insane power levels. You got Nova, the fucking crazy powerful again. Doctor Strange, all these just fucking massive, like super intelligent, super strong fucking cosmic forces go to Eternity, who's technically like probably like the third most powerful thing that's ever existed in the MCU, right above like the one above all, if you know who that is. Like God's God, I guess, is a good way to put him. They go to Eternity and they're like, Eternity, this fucking guy is fucking shit up. Everyone's dying. We don't know what to do. And he says, can't do anything. He's too strong. If I was to fight him right now, everything would end because he would beat me and then fucking there'd be nothing. So what he does is he just hides, basically. He's hiding from the Chaos King right now. And they don't know what to do. So what they do is they go back while they're gone, while this is happening. Chaos King goes down into hell, kills Satan, takes his powers, and fucking takes control of all the souls of anyone that's ever died in the MCU. So fucking just army of just like fucking billions of cosmic beings, people, aliens, just fucking anything you could imagine that has ever died. So at this point, he's just like this fucking crazy powerful being. And what they do to finally beat him is they take, I think it's Doctor Strange opening up a portal into a dimension of nothingness. Nova fucking blasting him in the face, kind of like stunning him, and God Hercules picking up this fucking mammoth. Like he's the size of a universe at this point, and just chucking him into this pocket dimension of nothingness. And they just seal him in there. Because all he wanted was nothingness. So once he has that, he's basically content because that's where he wants to be. And he just decides to stay there. So like he's so powerful, they don't actually beat him. They fucking just give him what he wants in a different universe. Fucking crazy. That's what I fucking love. He's so powerful they can't even beat him. It's kind of like in that MCU movie Doctor Strange, where they go and Doctor Strange goes to Dormammu, and he fucking just traps him in a time loop because he doesn't actually beat him. You can't actually fucking kill him.
Oh yeah.
He just traps him basically, and just makes him so he'll stay away. That's it. That's all it takes.
Fuck yeah, dude. Sounds pretty fucking crazy.
He basically looks like this. Like imagine, like a symbiote, except size of the universe.
Goddamn.
And like punching Thor in the face and like fucking killing him. Like that's the kind of shit that goes on.
Damn.
I don't like that.
I don't like it.
Give me a Chad.
He's too gross and alien-like.
He's like a beta cuck that got like Chad level strong.
Right.
Just fucking pops off.
He started working at Hot Topic and got famous.
From virgin to Chad in 4 easy steps. Damn. Well, alright, then who's your least favorite, given that your favorite is that fucking crazy?
I'd say my least favorite villain is probably just some random fucking... Okay, here it is. It's... Oh, God, what is her name? I hate her so much, I don't even know her name, and I've watched so much stuff about her.
Nice.
It's a Wonder Woman villain who is like an anamorphic cheetah that like gets
cheetah.
her power from a necklace.
Cheetah.
Yeah, it's literally...
Is her name Cheetah?
Yeah.
That is lazy fucking writing. That's a lazy name. That's a lazy character. There's no way she would be as strong as Wonder Woman to like... It just doesn't make sense. It's so fucking stupid. Like, I don't even want to go into it. It's so bad. I hate furries. On top of that, like, it's so bad. It's bad on so many levels.
I will say honorable mention as far as favorite hero goes to Wonder Woman. She's actually a fucking beast. Like,
Which is why I don't understand why, like, Cheetah is, like, an actual villain to it. It doesn't make sense
why
at
one
all.
of her biggest nemesis is a fucking cheetah. Yeah, I mean, hey man, it was a different time.
Actually, yeah.
When they
What
introduced
are
Cheetah.
Cheetah's powers?
She's strong and agile, I guess, and fast.
Cat things. Yeah, actually, I'm not sure. But, damn. Oh yeah, no, I see now the picture you sent. That thing does look pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah, he's fucking holding a fucking moon in his hands, and he's about to crush it.
Damn. That's fucking wild, dude. Alright, I guess, Jeremy, who is your favorite villain, and who is your least favorite villain, and why?
Okay, so my favorite is actually from Superman. His name is Hel, like H''EL. He has like all the powers of Superman plus many, and he's just like way fucking stronger. Like he gets into a fight. Okay, so he debuts in Superboy, and that's why I was asking if you had one. And he was, I think, I can't remember if there was time travel, but like he was a friend of Jor-El on Krypton, and then Jor-El sent him somewhere. He sent him somewhere, and then he ended up on Earth. And the first person he sees, or one of the first people he sees, is Superboy, and Superboy is a clone, and cloning was banned on Krypton, and so he just goes ape shit and just like tries to kill him, and then everyone tries to fucking stop him, and he just kicks the shit out of all the Super family. Like he fucking beats up Supergirl. Supergirl flies at him, and he's just like standing on the street with his arms crossed, and she like flies at him and like smashes into him with all of her strength, and then she like falls to the ground. She can't feel her hands, and he was like not even moved. So he's just a big fucking beefy boy. Not even big, but yeah, he's just, I don't know. And his whole thing was that he just wanted Krypton back, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And Supergirl loved him. I haven't actually read it except on the fucking DC page or whatever. But yeah, Supergirl loved him. And the way they defeated him, they eventually took him to like an alternate dimension, and they tore him apart molecularly, and then caught him in a time loop, so he's just constantly being torn apart over and over forever.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fucking damn.
I'll put a picture in. He's, I don't know, just look at that hair.
Oh wow, yeah, he is a fucking complete Chad. Holy shit.
Yeah,
He's got the fucking long, fucking flowing locks.
Mm-hmm. There's one version of him that has like the Superman S like cut into his skin, like Dante from the Inferno.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure if I actually did read it, I'd see how much cooler he is. But I just like the idea of this time traveling Superman kind of guy that just rips shit apart. Like he punches Superman into orbit, like pulling him into the ground. Then Hell just like stands up and double fist uppercuts him to the jaw and sends him into fucking orbit.
This bitch empty. Yeet!
Yeet!
Right into space.
There's another one. You can kind of see the S on his chest, right?
Oh yeah.
Sounds like sick. He's not a villain and more of like an anti-hero.
Yeah, which is that's what we were talking about earlier with super villains being so like well written, is that he doesn't see himself as a villain, and technically,
yeah, like
I think
was talking about.
I think in it they were even like, oh, this guy doesn't deserve to die. Like when they do defeat him, Super starts crying, sorry that they had to defeat this person from Krypton because there's only a few left.
Mm-hmm.
But
I should read that.
There's a picture of him punching Superman into orbit. Just there you go.
Yeah, here's a picture of him slamming the shit out of Superman.
And that's another moment I like. Is I just saw a picture of it because I used to follow this page on Instagram that would be here updates, and they would just show clips or screenshots from Netflix, and then have like this happened one time. Like there's one where Hyperion punched Hulk so hard that he turned back into Bruce Banner. Like he just like fell down and he was Bruce Banner again. And
that just reminds me. Do you ever see that one? It was like a bunch of Instagram posts like shortly after Infinity War came out, and it was this dude like talking about how badly Hulk got the shit kicked out of him by Thanos. It was like he beat him up so bad, like he was scared to come out the rest of the movie, and it was like, how do you beat the angry out of somebody? Like
you punch them so hard they're not mad anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Like how do you beat somebody's ass so bad that they're not angry?
Yeah, there's one where similar to that, like Superman and Wonder Woman were both pounding on Hercules, like the DC version of Hercules. And he just like grabs Wonder Woman around the neck, picks her up, and then just launches Superman into fucking space. Like one punch, just God. I'm gonna try to find that now.
Damn, getting launched into space seems like a very Superman thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like he can take it. He's all right.
Oh yeah, it's just another fucking day on the job.
I mean, space doesn't really affect him.
Yeah, true. Well, damn. Then who's your least favorite villain then?
So this one isn't the hatred of the character; it's the hatred of how I've seen the character treated in. Again, I don't read the comics as much, so I'm basing this off of movies and other shit. But Doctor Doom, I fucking hate. I know how powerful he is, and I hate how badly they treat him in movies.
So you hate Fox, is what you're saying? You don't hate
Yeah,
Doom.
basically.
You just hate the fucking idiots that have... Yeah. Okay, Doom's another one of my four-way tie. Yeah, no, he's fucking incredible in the comics, and
I would read the comics. Definitely read the comics.
Yeah, like
he's fucking crazy.
I've looked him up sometimes and shit. You know, I see the shit, and that's why I know how fucking powerful he is. But yeah, just I don't know, the way they treat him is just
a
crime. I hate crime.
Absolutely. They have done nothing but just shit on him as far as movie adaptations have gone, and it is genuinely depressing. Like, it makes me sad. It's just like, fuck, man, he's so good. But yeah, no, I would say Fox is the real
Emperor
villain.
Doom and shit.
Fucking corporations, man, they're the real villain.
Capitalism, no good.
Yeah, no, I would agree with you on that point. But Doom's fucking sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if I do have a least favorite. I don't know if I do have a least favorite. Maybe just Joker, because I think he's overdone too.
Whoa.
All
What?
Right. See, now you're just coming for me personally, and I don't appreciate that.
What the fuck, man? No, you can't say that.
I mean, no, I do understand.
Like, no, that's just me personally. I like the Chad character, so just seeing someone thing is that he's like unstable, unpredictable, and just insanely smart as well in that insanity.
He is a Chad. He's not a beta. He's a fucking Chad.
Okay,
he beats the shit out of his girlfriend.
He's got big dick energy, but he's not a Chad.
What the fuck, dude?
It's true. He'd fucking.
I mean, yeah, no, it's
beats the shit out.
No. You know what fucking pisses me off is the people that like will post shit on Facebook where it's like Harley Quinn and the Joker, and like it's shitty like memes about like being in love. Like I'm broken, but you're broken too. Like our demons look good together, and it's fucking Harley Quinn and the Joker. I'm like, you're an idiot. Like, do you not understand how abusive and terrible their relationship is? Like, holy fuck. That shit bugs me.
That's what I get off to. A little slap, it'd be alright.
I don't know, man. My friend had a fucking pistol, and this girl took it, put it in his hand, mouth during sex.
Is it loaded?
Yeah, I assume so.
Yes, rock hard. Instantly.
Okay, so quick question: what the fuck?
Hold up, wait a minute.
Excuse me, what?
Oh wait, where does Namor? Is he a villain or is he kind of an anti-hero?
He's more of an anti-hero now. He started as a villain though.
Big fan of him too.
I mean, his first appearance, he tried to fucking drown all of Wakanda.
Oh, I like the one where Hyperion smashes Atlantis. Like he just brings it to the surface and then just fucking hurls it at the ground.
Just fucking yeets it. Yeah, no, I can understand what you're saying with Joker being overdone, because I do feel like he is very much one of DC's like biggest named villains that they like to trot out whenever they can, like for anything.
Uh-huh.
So I can definitely see how oversaturation would kind of sour your image of him, but I mean, in the comics, there are so many fucking good Joker stories. Holy shit. Like, if I had even half of the shit that I do, like, my dad has I've added most of my comics that I've bought to his big collection. Like, if I could just send you some of those and just have you sit down and read them, like, oh my god. So many good Joker stories.
I'd love to learn more about him, but just right now, I don't see the
Yeah, no, he's
not saying he's a bad villain, but it just.
Yeah, no. I do
probably
see where you're
lend you White Knight, which is a really fucking good Joker story, like fucking crazy good.
Did you read it
today?
Nice. Yeah, no, Yeah, when you said the whole genius thing, I was immediately thinking about that.
What's the White Knight?
It's a story. I'll just give you like the basic context. It's a story where Joker becomes sane and then kind of takes over Gotham in a good way.
Like he sets out to fix like all the issues with corruption in the GCPD and like all the fucking damage that Batman causes whenever he goes on these big like chases against the Joker, how he ends up causing so much property damage and shit. So he gets elected to like be a fucking what was he, like a city councilor or something like that? It was some kind of city government position, but like he sets out to fix Gotham like from the inside of it. It's a really good story.
But yeah, I can give that to you in like a week when I get back from Nashville, actually. If you want.
Yeah, highly recommend.
Absolutely.
All right. Cool.
Well, alrighty then. I guess I will round us out and start gushing about villains I like. So as I've already spoiled 3 of my top 4, which I'm glad the 4th one didn't get mentioned because he's probably my most favorite out of all of them. Fucking love Lex Luthor, love Dr. Doom, love the Joker. Like, I cannot physically decide who is my favorite among these 4. Just because of how well done they've been. I mean, with Lex Luthor, you have essentially he's like almost the ultimate doomsday prepper in that he's always thinking about that, like, okay, what if Superman just decides, nah, I don't feel like saving humanity anymore, I just want to enslave them all. He's always trying to be that contingency plan for humanity. Like, he's trying to, he doesn't think that he's doing, I mean, he thinks he's right, and in some contexts, like, you could see that, like, maybe he is, there's always a possibility that, yeah, Superman could just go rogue one day and decide to try and kill us all, and if we didn't have Lex, maybe we would stand much less of a chance. I think he's, again, a fantastic opposite to Superman. Love Dr. Doom. He's just really fucking cool. Especially, like, when he does the big shit, like, becoming God Emperor Doom or God King Doom or whatever, and then, the whole Marquis of Death storyline where he just, like, he gets sent back to the prehistoric era and just lives until present day and becomes the fucking most powerful sorcerer in the universe or whatever. He's so crazy good when done well. Then, again, Joker, he's the fucking Joker. I don't know, man. It's not really, much else that, like, I can say about him that hasn't already really been said. He's, I would say, arguably the villain that his actions have had, like, the most impact in comics that I've read. Like, he's supplied the most, like, oh shit moments in comics that I've read, which are something that I also live for. It's one of those, like, oh fuck, I can't believe he just did that. Like, the time when he made, I think it was Doll Maker or something, made him cut his own face off, and then the Joker wears his own face as a mask.
Oh, I like that.
It's disturbing, but it's really fucking
that
sweet.
Is a really good.
Yeah, the whole death of the family.
That's a really good storyline.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing. But yeah, I think he's had the biggest impact, and, like, in his storylines, like, when he's done right, he has done so fucking right. And then the 4th one is hands down Magneto. Magneto is, I think, the ultimate representation of goals that may sometimes be better than the heroes.
Yeah, he's like...
Go ahead.
I don't even know if he considered... I don't know if he's a villain. He is, but...
Well, yeah, and he's played all sides. Like, he's been one of the X-Men before. Like, he's been the hero, he's been the anti-hero, and he's been the straight-up villain. But, like, the thing that's so cool about him, I think, is just that, like, if you really think about it, like, he's not wrong in what he's doing, especially given how warped his worldview is by being like a Holocaust survivor, you know, he experienced something that god awful, and like he experienced persecution like that, and then he sees it happening like among, you know, mutants and stuff like that. He sees them being, you know, outcasts and shit, and he's like, I don't want that thing to happen again, so I'm gonna use my fucking crazy powers to make sure that it doesn't, even though that sometimes means, you know, doing some pretty nasty shit. Like, he's just in general. Okay.
I understand, like, okay, hold on. How do I say this? I would not even put him close to the other three that you named. The other three, yeah, they're fucking awesome. Magneto's cool. His story, his reasoning behind all of it is pretty decent. But I feel like they're trying to take it and like push it further than it actually would go.
I mean, I think it goes far enough on its own. I mean, I think it's... I mean, again, with someone like the Joker, it's not like you can't, you know, pour over his actions and be like, you know, oh, was he maybe actually right in this one? But with Magneto, like, again, like I said, he kind of lives in those gray areas that I really enjoy, where it's like, you know, he's pretty cool. Like,
wait, so you like Lex Luthor, Doctor Doom,
Joker
and Magneto?
Yeah, genuinely.
Oh wow,
those
are all like, those are like kind of similar characters, kind of. Except for Joker and Doctor Doom.
I would say Joker and Doom are definitely the most outliers that are just like, yeah, fuck you, I'm evil. More so Joker, I'd say, because he's very all just like causing chaos and stirring shit up. Like, Doom has had some storylines where he's arguably, you know, the good guy. Like, he's had those moments where he's like looked in, or he's been shown the future, and it's like, this is a future where Doom rules over everything, and it's like everything's peaceful. There's no like disease, no famine, like everybody's taken care of. So he's like, all right, maybe I should do that. And then, but people want to stop him from taking over the world. So it's like, he's not, I don't know. Again, he's not one of those like inherently like evil, but he's just like, well, I knew if I ruled the world, then I could fucking do it. You know, I could actually make this shit run correctly. But, you know, of course, the Fantastic Four and everybody else don't want that, because they're dumb.
Maybe that's the reason I don't like Joker. It's just he's bad for the sake of being bad.
I don't think that's necessarily true.
Like, what's his motivation?
It's
There is no motivation.
Yeah, that's what I don't like.
Him and Batman are both extremely mentally ill and depend on each other, because without Batman, there's no reason for the Joker to be, and without the Joker, there's no reason for Batman to keep doing his shit. It's a very symbiotic relationship that they have. It's yin and yang, you know. Joker seeks to balance out Batman by stirring shit up, by causing, you know, all kinds of chaos. And then without Batman trying to make things right and set order in Gotham City, there would be no Joker. But yeah, I definitely think Magneto deserves a lot more credit than he gets.
We really didn't talk about the X-Men.
X-Men's such a just good franchise. Like, I mean, I don't know. I think
I would have loved to wake up just one day and had superpowers, just like the letter to Hogwarts. Just wake up one day.
Right. You just wake up one day and fucking be able to
open my eyes and shoot a fucking laser beam through the roof.
Destroy my house. Dude, fucking magnetism would be cool. I mean, also fucking Magneto ripped out Wolverine's entire skeleton one time, so that was cool. It's also really badass.
I like,
he also like completely fucked up the Golden Gate Bridge. I think he like dropped it on somebody.
Here you go, brought you something.
Here, take this.
I do like Nightcrawler. I was gonna maybe talk about him, but I like his whole aesthetic ability, but not really as much him as a character.
Right.
I think the teleporting is cool as shit.
Hell yeah, dude. I just like X-Men in general. Like, I think they have a lot of really great characters that all work well together. with, again, Magneto probably being my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about Apocalypse?
I think he's neat.
Neat?
Yeah, I mean, like, I enjoy him. I don't know what, in what sense, like...
I mean, he's kind of on the same scale where he's basically a stronger Magneto, but like more extreme. Like he's more powerful, but he's also more extreme on his worldviews, where he just wants to create a world for mutants.
Well, yeah.
Did the X-Men Apocalypse movie kind of... Or is he like a fucking alien or something?
That's a good question. I actually don't know. I'm pretty sure they had the whole Egyptian storyline.
Yeah, no, it was in there. Like, he was just a fucking emperor, and it was a super peaceful time under his rule. It's kind of like a mix between like Magneto and fucking Doctor Doom, where he believes that when he is in charge, he can create the best world for humans and mutants, you know? And it's fucking taken away. He's not like ruling with an iron fist where everyone's fucking dying in the streets. It was a peaceful, like, prosperous time.
Mm-hmm.
And they fucking murder him and steal him away.
That's the same in the comics as well, like as in the movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's pretty fucking close.
Cool. I thought he was someone, Thanos, like he was an otherworldly guy, came trying to conquer.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just because he's fucking blue, covered in shit.
Blue and covered in weird shit.
I mean, that's my first. If someone fucking blue came down from the sky, I'd probably try.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, I do. I don't know. I think it's. I think Magneto just feels more grounded to me. It's not necessarily like. I don't know. I think adding the whole. Even though I do like Doctor Doom, I think adding the whole Doom aspect to Magneto is kind of going a little overboard. Like, I feel like Magneto has his own lane, and Doom has his own lane as well, with the whole, okay, I've seen the future where I rule, so let's do this. I don't know. I guess Magneto feels more grounded and a little more realistic to me, honestly. And I think that's probably why I would say I like him over Apocalypse, even though they do have very similar kind of worldviews.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fucking villains are cool. I like them. Except my least favorite villain, and I don't know. I think this has to do more with what they've done with her character recently and where they've taken her rather than just, like, her in general, but fucking Harley Quinn just gets on my nerves anymore. Like, dude, anytime I see fucking Harley Quinn in goddamn near anything these days, I just cannot stand it. They've dumbed her down so fucking much. Like the whole White Knight storyline, fantastic portrayal of Harley Quinn. Holy shit. Like the actual, like, Harleen Quinzel, she's a fucking doctor. She's pretty much a goddamn genius. Like, she's, kept up with Batman as far as, on a mental level, but like what they've done, they've just dumbed her down to just a fucking cheerleader, fucking crazy person with a gun. Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's all they do with her anymore. Like, and I think Suicide Squad really fucking pushed that fucking awful portrayal of her character, and now that's like what the definitive Harley Quinn is in the comics.
It makes me so mad because the original Suicide Squad, fucking comics and animated movies, she is so fucking good. Like, she's so good. Mm-hmm. And it's I don't know why they twisted it so much. Like, I don't know what the point, like, to give sex appeal, maybe they made her a fucking slut. I don't know, but like, she was so fucking good. Like, one of the best people on the Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah,
torn away.
Like, when the writers remember that she's actually, like, really fucking smart and actually, like, really capable, you know, then she's done so well. But, I mean, whenever they're just like, oh, she's so crazy and random, oh my god.
My god, I am so random.
And I think they've done a lot of the same with the Joker. I feel, where it's just like, wow, he's so random. Like, those whole fucking, all the, like, we live in a society memes that have become popular these days with the Joker, like the gamers rise up and shit like that. Those are so, oh my god, have you not seen any of those? It's a take on, like, the incel memes, but it's, like, from the perspective of the incel, like, and it's used, the Joker is used as a, like, the stand-in for the incel in question, and it's the funniest shit that I've seen. It's like, oh shit, I'm trying to think of, like, one of the better ones that I've seen. It just, like, revolves around getting rejected by girls, and, like, gamers are the most oppressed minority out there, and it's like gamers rise
Jesus
up.
Christ.
It's so fucking funny. Like, so
Please, I mean, send something to me.
Yeah, I'll find them. I'm sure I've saved a million of them on my phone. I'll send them to you after this. But no, I feel like they've unnecessarily dumbed down Harley Quinn from what she was, just to essentially fucking Hot Topic, you know, lol, so random XD Tumblr girl, and it honestly makes my fucking blood boil. Like, because
I feel like I keep on going back to it, but that's like the problem I have with the Joker, is that's what's happening. I don't know. He's just a bunch of fucking fedora wearing guys. Like, I'm like the Joker. I am the person that you don't want to make angry. I'm the person you don't want to tick off.
Yeah, and then those same people fucking, like, they think they're like Rick from Rick and Morty, and oh my god, ugh, that makes me want to puke too.
Best superhero ever.
Fuck, man. And, like, I think my problems with it, like, it comes from a place of love, because I do enjoy the character, again, when she's done right, when the writers remember, like, hey, she's actually got a lot of depth to her. But then, I don't know, man.
Nah, dude, tits.
It's sad.
Big old bitties.
And it's really sad, because, like, especially now, you know, people are, you know, they want more representation for, you know, women in comics and stuff like that. And it's like, you have such a fucking great character right here. She's one of your most popular goddamn characters. Just, you know, remember that she has a brain once in a while, maybe, and you guys could score a lot of points with a lot of people.
You know what's gonna happen? Cheetah's gonna be in the next one.
Jesus Christ, please no.
No, she is.
Please no.
I think that might be what they do.
Yeah, she legitimately is.
Oh my god, she's so stupid, man. I hate it. Fucking hate it.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, she's definitely in it.
Oh wow, have they confirmed it?
Fuck.
It's Kristen Wiig.
Really?
Oh no.
That's.
Does she look good though? Like, what is it?
She's definitely
They're from June, so I don't know how current these fucking updates are.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was gonna say she definitely wouldn't be who I would see as Cheetah, but I mean, I don't know, whatever, man. Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know how you would make Cheetah be a type of kind of follow up to Ares. Like, Ares, I thought was strong in the first one.
Yeah, that would be really tough, especially kind of like going down to like I mean, from Ares is, you know, so powerful to just like, hey, I'm fucking Cheetah. I got cat powers.
Oh god, please no. I don't want to see this.
Oh god. Well, holy shit, yeah, we've been going
Unconfirm
it. Deny. But
what?
We're starting a petition on change.org right fucking now.
Make Cheetah not exist anymore.
Make her unalive.
Make Cheetah don't.
Make her don't. Oh shit. Well, I'm kind of wondering how long this episode will be once I edit it down, because we're at like almost 2 hours of recording now. So I think we'll wrap it up here. We've all said quite a bit about what we do and don't like about comics, and I think the most important thing is that, even though we have our gripes, it comes from a place of like wanting to see them do better because we know they can,
Oh, for sure.
I think it's...
They'll have the what's the word I'm looking for? They can all be as good as the...
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of potential to be had. There's a lot of talented people in the industry currently, and I mean, there's a lot of good stuff going on right now too. I'm not trying to say like, oh, fucking comics are dead. Oh, I wish it was back like it was in the '90s, because like shit is really good right now. But I still think there's a lot of stuff that especially with translating comics to like TV and movies and shit like that. Like, there's a lot of room for improvement, which I think now that the MCU is essentially paving the way, I hope that a lot of other studios are able to capitalize on that influence and really do their characters to the best of their ability, because there's a lot of good shit out there.
Yeah.
But with that, we will wrap it up here. Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you, Jeremy and Damyon, for being on again. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Love you.